Fam, fucking mad, bro. Fam, match review settings. Chelsea 0, Brighton 3. It's the match review, and can't lie, it's the worst performance of the season. Only one shot on target, and it wasn't even our shot on target. It came off their player. This was the worst performance of the season, and it's so dreadful, so dead. I can't lie to you. Like, I know I don't seem too mad, but deep down, I'm absolutely fuming, fam. I can't believe that we literally just capitulated. We couldn't do nothing today. Brighton, they knew their game plan. Sit deep, don't get too much with the ball, hit us on the counter attack. That's all they done because we had more than 70+% possession. But what did we do with it? What did we do with it? Nothing. Nothing. And it's just so jarring because now we are literally in the pits of nearly dropping out of the top 4. Newcastle play C tomorrow. Bournemouth could go on the same points as us. Like, this is just the absolute worst case scenario. I didn't expect us to lose 3-0. But credit to Brighton. They done what they need to do and they were clinical. They didn't have too many shots. But them man there done what they needed to do. They got their goals, hit us on the counter-attack. But this is what we should have done. Things that we were doing during the start of the season. Why are we not doing that now? Why are we not doing that? I know we don't have a clinical striker. I know we don't have a striker. Nicholas Jackson's out till April. Mark Gu's out. But realistically, today, our attack for the last couple of games has been dead. Dead. And I've been saying that realistically, if we don't have our attack doing anything, our defense will concede goals. Because our defense isn't all that. But I can't lie, man. I'm just so frustrated. Maresca, like, nothing worked today. Nothing went in our favor. We had a goal disallowed for a slight push. I don't think it should have been ruled out, but he got ruled out. Brihgton with his damn assist to Mitoma, it was a bad man goal. But what's his name? Jorgensen should have done better. But we can't really take anything away from the goal. But I know that we don't have a world-class keeper at Chelsea, regardless of who starts. And this is our problem. Our defense will forever concede goals. And if our attack doesn't do anything, if Cole Palmer doesn't do anything, Cole Palmer was suffocated today. Absolutely suffocated. Couldn't do nothing. How many times did he get on the ball? How many times did he even create a chance? He didn't create a chance today. And that's very rare for him. Our team overall was just dead. And I'm so frustrated because we're literally going into the end of the season and where everything all matters, we're dropping points left, right, and center. The mentality isn't there. Like, the man that needs to pattern up. We have to pattern up. This is the worst performance of the season. And I just hope that we can somehow still get Champions League football. Like, it's still in our hands, but with the way we're playing, we can't be thinking to ourselves that, yeah, we're definitely going to get it. Because at the start of the season, or after we beat Brentford in December, I'm thinking, yeah, we're definitely guaranteed it. But since December, things have just gone 2 wins in like our last 7 games in the Premier League. It's not good enough. It's not good enough. Luckily for us, we had the start of the season that we had. That's why we can still be in a position that we can still potentially get top 4. But with all the injuries that's happened, like, you got Noni Madueke going off with the injury. Like, we're getting injuries left, right, and centre now. Our attack isn't doing enough. Like, it's just dead. Like, I can't really say that anyone really played well today. Everyone today underperformed. And that's just the worst thing, is because it's not like Brighton done way better than us. We literally just literally done lesser than what we needed to do. That's literally what it was. We couldn't do anything. Couldn't do anything. And Brighton knew their game plan. Don't have too much of the ball, hit us on the break. And it worked near enough every single time. Minter had a great game. Mitoma had a good match. Overall, Brighton had a good match. But we, Chelsea, underperformed to the highest degree. No shots on target from any of our players. No shots on target. It's disgraceful, fam. This is disgraceful. Like, we've taken everything away from Brighton. Everything. So many players, coaching staff, and yet they still do what they needed to do. So dead, man. Like, I don't see why we're moving like this, but again, I know Nicholas Jackson's in the be-all and end-all, but at least he gives us something different up front. And Kunku is not a striker. I know he's not a striker, but we have no other solution. The board messed up. Why did we not sign any other striker in the summer or in January? They're send man up to fail. Like, all of the injuries that are coming, like, we have ourselves to blame. Everything is down to us. We can't blame on anyone else other than ourselves. And that's the hurtful thing. That's the most hurtful thing. Because man wants Chelsea to get back to where we need to be. But that's not going to happen for the next couple of years. And we need Champions League football. But even that right now isn't guaranteed. Once upon a time, I thought it was guaranteed. But with 13 games left of the season, we need to win at least like 7 matches. But will we do that? We still got to play Nottingham Forest, United, Arsenal, Liverpool. I think Liverpool. But it's just dreadful. Newcastle, like, I can't be honest, man. Today's game just highlights how far we've come in terms of the season and how far we could fall. Because we're literally on our last legs right now. Injuries left, right, and centre. No striker for at least the next month. And we're going to be relying on Mark Gu. Oh, God. It's so dead. So dead. Wingers ain't doing enough. Attack ain't doing enough. Defense isn't good enough. Just shocking behavior at this point. It's absolutely shocking, but this is what happens when you don't add what you needed to add. The board are to blame for this. They're sending up to fail. We don't have the players that we need. And when we get injuries, that depth ain't nothing. We can't rely on the team. Maresca is getting hung out to dry. And I know that people that sit there say, oh, Maresca out and that, but he is not the problem. He is not the problem. It's the board. Everything happens from the top coming down. Like, think of how everything happened, fam. Like, I'm just absolutely just frustrated that these men are just killing this club. It's just absolutely unnecessary how we're doing our thing right now. And I just hope that we can pattern up, inshallah, fam. But right now, we're going to need a miracle at this point. Like, we need City and Newcastle to drop points. We need Bournemouth to drop points. We're begging for other teams to drop points so we can still somehow stay in the top 4 for another week and get closer to the end of the season. Because right now, we need the end of the season to come as soon as possible. We need to start getting wins. We are not being as consistent as possible. And the man damage needs to pattern up. Maresca, this is his first season in the Premier League. He is not the winning manager. He could be in time, but this is what happens when the owners just keep on changing. Like, they're the reasons for all of this. Sporting directors and all of this kind of stuff. Like, these men are just killing this club, man, right now. And we need to pattern up. The man them needs to pattern up. Everyone in this club needs to pattern up, or else we're going to have another season where there's no Champions League football. No Champions League football. And that's what the aim has been for the season, to get Champions League. That means more to me than even win a trophy, because the Conference League, fair enough, it's a trophy, but fam, we need Champions League football. That's how bad it is, and that's how far we've dropped. Because at one point in time, Champions League was more time a given. Now it's not. We are in a new era, and this Chelsea is not the same one from before. Like, these men literally need to pattern up. So, can't lie to you, everyone, no one played good today. Realistically, Enzo might have played all right, but overall, everyone underperformed. It just was not good enough today. Noni Madueke came off with an injury. Mintus had a good performance, scored 2 goals. Like, Brighton deserved the win overall. They deserved the win. But it's not because they played way better than us. They just did what they needed to do while we didn't do what we needed to do. We underperformed dramatically. No shots on target from our players. And even a shot that might have been on target, Tyreek George played it in, comes off the Brighton player. That happens in literally at the 88th minute, the 87th minute. Waiting all that time. Like, it's just dead. It's just dead. And we need to pattern up. We need to win our next game. We need to win games consistently. Because if not, there'll be no Champions League next season. And there has to be Champions League football next season. There absolutely has to be. So I hope that we therefore can get it. It's still a possibility. It's not as likely as it was a couple months ago, but it's still can't even say it's in our hands anymore. Because two teams can go above us tomorrow if they do what they needed to do. So Mandam, I hope that you guys just do what you needed to do. Maresca, you've done a lot this season, but man needs to think of different ideas at this point. But Chelsea overall is just in the mud right now. Nothing's going right for us. Everything's going left. But we need to pattern up and hopefully the team can do it. Because if not, yeah, man, it's finished. And there's going to be people out there that say that, oh, yeah, it's already finished. I can't even say that you're wrong at this point. I just pray and hope that our team can somehow get Champions League football. I just hope, because I'm just trying to hope for the best. And it's the hope that kills you at times. It is the hope that kills you, but man needs to hope and pray, because man cannot afford to not get Champions League football. Cannot, because then there's no big names, there's no Osimhens, there's no Isaacs, there's no serious striker that can come in, there's no serious goalkeeper that can come in, no serious other centre back that can come in. It's just another season where we'll be in mediocrity, probably get Europa League football, but that's not good enough, man. It's not good enough. But yeah, man, that's gonna be it for me regarding this match review. I'll see if any of you guys have any questions or anything in the chat. I'm gonna check if you man have anything to say in the chat. Let me check. Anything anyone has to say? Nehemia, hold on a second. Let me see what you are saying. So unless these owners go, we won't change. Bluco out, Clear Lake out, Egbali out. We got our ass beaten by Villa. We get our ass beaten by Villa on Sunday. Inshallah, that doesn't happen. But I can't lie to you. Egbali out, Clear Lake out, Clown Lake out, Blue Claw out. These men are killing us right now. And more music. Who buys a big football club just to sack everyone and then takes the sporting directors' role themselves, then buy random players and rookie managers? I'll be so honest with you, yeah. This is just the mentality. These owners want players. I mean, they want managers that are just yes men, because if you stand up to them, they're gonna be like, they're gonna cut you loose. And that's where we are right now. It's not about winning. It's just about making profit, making money. And that's what's killing our club. But if these men were actually so smart, you'd actually get more money from winning. But they don't care about that, because with the Premier League, all you need is to just be calm, finish in the top 6, top 7. You can make some money. You have your amortization contracts so that you can pay it off by a time. But then if a club comes in with a certain money, you can let those players go and you still make profit. Like, they're killing this club. It's not how we was run before under Roman Abramovich. A man misses Roman Abramovich. And getting beaten twice by a team the owners want us to be. We are their best customers. I can't lie to you. The last 2 games, I'm going to sit here and say that Brighton, they didn't outperform us. We just completely didn't play good enough. We underachieved. That's what we done. They didn't play way better than us. They just did what they needed to do, while we completely underperformed. Start of the season, we were better than them, and we showed it. But realistically, when we don't have no attack, when our attack isn't firing, everything goes left, because we're going to concede goals. We can't keep clean sheets. Our defense is not good enough, regardless of who the keeper is. And we have just bare young kids, bare young players who are going to need time to develop. And that's something that we're not used to. It's jarring, fam. And our manager said after losing to Brighton in the Cup that we can now concentrate on Conference League and Premier League. How is this working out? Bro, I'm not going to lie to you, with the team that we have, I know we spent bare money, but it's a thing where it's like I don't think we can compete for all of that. Even last season, we get to the semi-final of the FA Cup. We got to the conference. We got to the Carabao Cup final. We're getting laughed at for losing in the Carabao Cup final, even though it was Liverpool, but they played a lot of young kids. Like we're getting laughed at regardless. Like there's a no-win situation realistically, but these man, like we need to get top four. We need to get Champions League football. Luckily, fifth place can potentially get Champions League. We have to win the Conference League. That's non-negotiable. But all the FA Cup, Carabao Cup, those cups will be nice, but we haven't won those trophies in like the literally last 7 years, and that's before the owners. So like we've had a problem with domestic cups for a very long time right now. So but with Maresca, like man, we have to just be honest. This is his first season in the Premier League. First season in the Premier League. He hasn't had a full season with the team. And even to him, for us to get where we are, we haven't won bare games recently, but we're still in the top four as it stands right now. And even after this weekend, the worst case scenario will be sixth because Newcastle play Man City. Only one of those teams can jump above us. Bournemouth could potentially go on the same points as us. So it's like, as bad as we've been, this time last year, we had no hope. And I don't want to be just talking about, oh yeah, the past and that. But I need to have some sort of positive. Right now, it's not really positive like that. But Maresca, this is his first season in the Premier League. He's only been a manager for 2 years and he was in the Championship last season. Like, I'm not putting no blame on him. It's literally the owners and they send us up to fail because they don't buy the right players that we need for our team. Now when we have these injuries, we're completely screwed. Completely screwed. And all by design, true. We're not winning any games. We're gonna win games between now and the end of the season, but it's about how many. I think we need to win at least 7 games between now and the end of the season to get Champions League football. We need to. And there's only 13 games remaining. We have to win at least 48% of our matches between now and the end of the season. We have to. Or else we're just preying on other teams to drop points. That's literally what we're gonna be doing. So yeah, man. Only club in professional football to not have a shirt sponsor. Hey man, it's that. But I remember one time even Real Madrid didn't have a shirt sponsor at one point. But I can't lie to you, man. These are what the owners need to deal with. Like, we need Champions League football. Who's gonna really want to sponsor us when we don't have when the Chelsea before always had sponsors, always in the Champions League majority of the time. Like, this is what happens, fam. And the manager has lost the dressing room. I don't know if he's lost the dressing room, if I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't know if he's lost the dressing room. I just think other teams have found him out and they literally just smother Cole Palmer. If Cole Palmer gets taken out of the game for us, nothing's happening. Nothing's happening. And that's actually what they done. Even Brighton today, they smothered Cole Palmer. What could we do? If he don't do anything, we can't rely on anyone else. And that's the problem that we have. Like, we have talented players, but Maresca has to adapt. He needs to do something different. But this is his first season in the Premier League. Like, literally, we can't be putting so much pressure on him, because if we sack this manager, we're just gonna be in square one yet again. Like, we need to have some sort of continuity and allow him to have more time, because he's doing better. He's doing better than what the other previous managers under his honors have done. Bar Thomas Tuchel, but he didn't really get a chance anyway. So, like, I'm not really trying to lose. I'm not trying to sack him or anything. I'm not trying to say that he's lost the dressing room, because we have a young team. These kind of things that can just happen because we have the youngest team in the Premier League, and it's literally what it is. And now getting injuries left, right, and center to our attackers, our most important area where we do the most. But when we don't do the most there, everything goes down the drain, realistically. So I don't think he's lost the dressing room, but yeah, man. We just need to pattern up. And the owners have lost the fans. Oh, for sure. There's gonna be fans out there that'll be like, oh, we need to trust the process, but can't lie, man. These owners, you are the problem. You're not signing no strikers. You're not signing the players that we need. And this is setting us up to fail. This is setting us up to fail. We cannot keep moving like this, fam. We can't keep moving like this because this is disgraceful. It's disgraceful compared with what we used to know. But that's the problem, what we used to know. That is the problem. The owners have lost majority of the fan base. It's facts. That's why you have fans that go to the games to chant Roman Abramovich. Like, we miss him daily. I wish he can come back. I wish. So wish. Well, let's get people that don't care about just making a dollar, making profit. If you want, we need people that can actually care about this club, because they don't care about the club. They don't show that they care about this club. All they care about is making money. That's it. And it's not the money in terms of winning trophies, winning money. Just about, oh yeah, we can just compete. No, man. That's not the Chelsea that we know, that we've been known for 20 years. So I agree. They've lost. The owners have lost the fans. At least the majority of the fans, in my opinion. There's gonna be fans out there that'll still back these guys, if we're gonna be honest. And no pressure to win. It's facts. No pressure to win. Hence why you have man telling man, oh yeah, the aim is to get Champions League football next season. How in the hell can that be the case? How, man? How? How can this be the case? Like, I just don't make sense. Doesn't man know that if we don't get Champions League football, we can't attract the players that we need to make us better? Don't they understand that? Oh, next season, we can get top 4, or we can get Champions League football. It'll be fine then. It's not good enough. After more than $1 billion spent, not good enough, man. Not good enough. But there's gonna be people that back these guys. So I've been saying that I don't back them. I don't back these guys. I do not trust them at all. They have to pattern up in the summer. They have to get up the players that we need so they can build some trust back, because they've destroyed this club. The club that we've known to win trophies, to be in the Champions League for so long, to now going 2 years without a trophy, to go potentially 3 years without Champions League football. That's never happened in the last 2 decades. And it's a joke. It's an absolute joke. It's dead, man. That's what the owners want. If we did get top 4, they would have to spend more money. They would, but they need to spend more money. But hopefully they can in the summer. And pass, lose the ball. At the start of the season, we were literally doing transition football. We weren't having too much of the ball, but we was hitting on the counter-attacks and hitting on the break. That's where we was lethal. But now teams are going to allow us to have the ball, and we can't break down these low blocks like that so easily. We can't do it. And when we have the defense that we have, that's not that great. All it takes is for a team just to be like, oh yeah, all it takes is for a team to be, yep, hit them on the counter, and then we're finished. Literally, we'll be finished. So I'll be honest, man. The pass thing is dead. Certain teams just need to allow. We need to allow them to have the ball. We need to, because with all the possession that we have, we don't do nothing with it. Nothing with it. We do more when we have a similar amount of possession as the other team. That means it's back and forth. With the counterattacks that we can do, the transitions that we can do, we're dangerous in those situations. But to break low blocks, that has been a problem for a minute now. So yeah, man, the pass thing is dead. And I'm not confident in the team anymore. We're not getting top 4. I can understand him, that you feel that way. I can understand that. Realistically, I can't even fault you, because the way we've gone for the last more than 5 weeks, like it's dwindling. Like, I was sitting there saying after we beat Brentford that we're gonna get Champions League next season. I still think that we can get it, but I'm not as optimistic as I was so many like a couple months ago. I'm not like that now. Man's actually very scared, because if we don't get it, it's long. It's absolutely long. It's so I'll be fuming to the most. But big all of you lot up that's viewing me on YouTube, Facebook, and TikTok. Big up all of you guys for your support. And yeah, man. It's just scareful at this point. But I'm not as confident as I was, but I'm somewhat confident that we can get top 4 because of the teams around us. Newcastle play City tomorrow. They're both teams that are behind us. Bournemouth play Southampton. Hopefully Southampton can do something against them. And then we could be in the top 4 for at least another week. But man's just hoping and praying at this point. Hoping and praying. And that's not good. We should be doing our business, but we're relying on other teams to drop points. That just shows that we're not that strong. So, yeah, man. I can understand that you're not that confident. But yeah, big it up for your support on the channel. I'm sorry to everyone that's on Facebook. Sorry to everyone that's on TikTok if I can't see your comments, because right now I literally just I can't get into those accounts from my phone or see anything because I recently lost my phone, which has 2-factor verification. So by the next stream, I will have them sorted, so I'll be able to speak to everyone on both things. So let me check this chat. Can I check it here? Yeah. And James was there saying, "Oh, your team's doo-doo, bro. I can't lie. Today's game was dead, fam. Today's game was dead, fam. We were crap today. Big up for your support, information. Oh, wait. Yeah, you're watching me. I didn't even see that I could see all those comments. Thank you for your comments. Fabiano on Facebook. Love for that. Love for that. Big it up for your support. But yeah, I didn't even know I could see it here still. But thank you for your comments. Everyone, big it up for your support on the channel. It means a lot to me. And this review, jarring, man. Jarring. But this is the result. This is the result. Brighton 3, Chelsea 0. Matoma with a good goal. And Denmark did their thing. The starting 11 was Jorgensen in goal. Right back was Malo Gusto. Centre backs was Colwill, Trevor Chalobah. Left back Cucurella. CDMs Enzo Caicedo on the left. On the left we had what's their names? On the left we had Pedro Neto. On the right, Noni Medweki, Cam, Cole Palmer, Striker, and Kunku. No one did good enough. Enzo probably might have been the best player for us today, but everyone more time just didn't do enough as a team. Brighton scored us today, and it's just upsetting because we've taken a lot from them, and now everything's seems to keep on going down the drain. So, it's absolutely heartbreaking at this point because the club that we used to love, or no, the club that we still love, but we're getting taken for idiots now, and now we're praying that we can just get Champions League football, something that we normally got near enough every single season for the past 20 years. But that's just the problem. We used to. We're not that same team. We're not that same club. You got owners here that don't care about it, telling us that we can get Champions League football next season. No, you are in your 3rd year. After $1 billion spent, you're talking about this. Forget about all that. That's chattings. You can't have all of that. So for me, today's performance was the worst performance of the season. Absolutely terrible. Brighton deserved the win, but the man them need to pattern up. We have to, or else there's no Champions League football at Stamford Bridge for another season, and I don't even want that. None of us do. But there's 13 games left of the Premier League season. We need to win at least 7 of them, in my opinion. So hopefully we can. But I'm going to be back tomorrow to do watch-alongs for other teams in terms of like Arsenal. I'm going to be doing one for the Newcastle Man City match as well. So yeah, you guys stay tuned for that. Hope you all have and enjoy the rest of your day. Everyone that's doing Valentine's Day and all these different kind of things. Hope you guys have a good night. And yeah, man, I'll be back tomorrow with more content. So follow me on Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, Snapchat, and Facebook for more Chelsea content. I'm CFC Realist Blue, and I'm out. Peace. Come on, Chelsea. Come on, Chelsea. Please pattern up, bro. Please.